his wife and kids, and we're all. I know a guy. I'm gonna be nice here.
Not.
I know. No, never. I'm gonna be nice here. He's gay as fuck, but he doesn't think everybody knows it. He's
flamboyant, right?
He's gay. Everyone that I know knows he's gay.
Yeah.
And we all wish, but he's got a family. He's got like a wife and kids, and we're all speculating like, how's this guy get his rocks off? It's kind of crazy. But it's just one of those things. Like the man is a homosexual. He acts in this strange way, and I don't think he realizes that people know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Benjamin!
A lot of these people go into politics. A lot of these they're kind of sociopathic. A lot of people end up in there.
There's something about them, and so they have this fake earnestness to them,
right?
And that fake earnestness will work. It will work if you're talking to 10. If you're talking to 10 people about the way we can come together, there's no take America back, and we can. He's living this kind of lie of a life.
So the Big Dipper in the sky.
But I think, does he dress like a woman in real life?
Getting pumped.
Gun to the head? Yeah.
So people put the Big Dipper in their asshole now?
Gun to the head one time is Don Pumps.
The Big Bear in the sky.
At least one time. If I had to bet everything I have
to survive. That's now sodomy related?
I'm pretty sure.
You gotta respect transgenders.
I'll cut off my whole dick. When?
I mean, if I had a bet on his own, has he ever put pumps on? I'm fucking pushing all my chips in.
Right.
1,000%. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Right? And he put all in.
You got to.
Because of that, he acts in this really strange, because
We're given the ability to go like this.
thing that we did.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the best.
Your mind starts closing.
You gotta be getting pumped.
That's now gay.
I gotta do squats.
So my mind relaxes and opens.
Oh, man. Like, what do you think happened? Take your pants off. Let me fuck your ass.
Dilating all your apertures.
Let me see your ass.
I heard it's all round and muscular. Take your pants off.
This is how we're going to figure out what happened. It's so fucking funny.
You're getting pumped.
It's so good.
Just know that during, when you guys start fucking during.
Why? And he goes, let him take you down.
It's all round and
Remember that noise?
muscular.
That
You fucking Brian Callen in the ass.
Let him take you down. Stand up.
Just for 2 seconds.
Get them open for business.
You gotta let me finish.
Does that
this.
count?
We can come together as.
That comes from aperture.
We're like,
I'm out. Aperture.
you don't do that.
Close. Bang.
Your aperture automatically just expands and dilates.
It's all aperture.
That's why you can kiss the starfish.
Right?
So round and
I
muscular.
got a flat ass.
Angie says that. What? You got a great ass.
Do it though.
Guys have different kind of asses.
Concept of aperture.
Squeezing your sphincter.
Prana economy. Idea
So
of
round
aperture.
and
In sodomy, this is all alchemy. Hizzy nuckchuck.
Squirting.
They have longer asses.
Our hips are narrow. Holds the.
But you can get ass jobs these days. You can get the Brazilian.
no,
That's
no.
not getting great. Dude, I fucking
You're
love that.
You're getting pumped.
Super sexy, spiritual, atmospheric. Mea culpa. Very spiritual, and there's all these Gregorian chants.
getting
And
pumped.
it's so spiritual and sexy.
me
And
getting
then,
pumped.
then you're like, and he's like, oh, super, you shut the fuck up.
So
Every
funny.
time. And you two fucking mea culpa.
We were fucking, by the way. It was
Loved it so much.
I was drunk. I don't remember.
What was that?
I needed the money.
We're switched on. Hello everyone. I've seen straighter village people videos. Brilliant take by One Step Too Far there, and it needed more exposure because it's nailed on great, and we have a little bit of an update with some of Bear Brain's fictive realities meeting actual reality. And this isn't really my domain, if you like. I mean, I go after Bear Brain for putting in or pushing people like Andrew Kaufman, the almost cult-like demands that he places on his followers. Some of the most disturbing that I've seen, where he'll demand written apologies from a particular individual, and then he'll get that particular apology, and the way that these people act around him is disturbing, to say the least. And it was my pleasure today to see this report, because, like I say, I'm not engaged in it or any way, but I am a very much interested watcher, spectator of what people like Davy Crocco and Johnny Arcade, Milker Nation, sorry if I've missed a few, that have done the job of cataloguing this man's insanity. And like I said, I would normally leave it alone and not touch it, but there's just this crossover, and I wanted to sort of comment a little bit about it. And I won't spend too long, because I do think it's a victory dance for the guys that actually did all the hard work and brought brought all this information to the public. And in a nutshell, what they tried to do was to bring individual lawsuits, because Patreon, I want to say it was about a year ago, I think, they got rid of a lot of people who the left despised. I in no way endorse what they did. I think any platform where, I don't know, yeah, of course you've got to have standards. It's like you've got to have clothes to go outside, and the you've got to have something approximating decorum, otherwise you're just going to get chaos. And if it was Bear Brain's kingdom, it would be I can imagine the streets just being demented, something more akin to a Monty Python skit than anything approximating the type of reality that he thinks he's leading. And I'm not sure if is Joe Rogan talking about Bear Brain. I don't know. He could be talking about Brian Callen, I think. But the it was a sweet moment to see this dropped in my inbox, because they were hollering and whooping a little while ago, because California judge had decided that they were to treat all the claims against Patreon, they had to take as individual claims. So Bear Brain had got 100 of his Bear Brain followers to file suits, because Bear Brain had a contract with Patreon, and the people who gave money to Bear Brain, basically the retard Box Day considered this a Patreon getting in the way, and using I don't know, he always talks about tortious interference, etc. And he threatened Davy Crocco over, Davy Crocco, I mean, has been very thorough in breaking down what they do online with respect to the grifts that they run. on Vox Day and Owen Benjamin, but I don't think I've ever seen Vox Day do the sort of hilarious, sort of chopping stuff up to give you the hilarious skits. He's been very serious and gone through with a fine tooth comb exactly what it is that these people are doing. And like I say, I follow that because, like I say, I've watched Bear Brain transition from this dude who was standing up in Hollywood saying stop giving hormones to kids, which is something that I can get behind 100%. And then I sort of have big gaps, and then he sort of moved out, and then he went sort of full on. I guess you would say it was a right wing libertarian type position, sort of, but he was doing it in this Mad Hat way. And like I say, what I would suggest to everyone is go back, look at David Crocco's work for about the last year and a half, more maybe, of how he's tagged all these people and everything that they've done to be able to, and with the help of many others as well. And I can't mention them all. The ones that come to mind are Johnny Arcade, and they had to pay mediation costs, Dave, but they rejected Bear Brain's mediation. Right, so Patreon is able to get rid of him, and we'll have a look at what that means. And like I say, I'm not going to do like a whole deep dive on this. So let's just do something really quick, and then we'll talk about SARS related stuff or anything that you want to talk about. Milker Nation, yeah, he did great work. And Johnny Arcade as well. He was one of the first that I saw really sort of forensically clipping up Bear Brain and the contradictions in the things that he was doing. But over time, Bear Brain sort of went from someone who was who seemed to have a case for being legitimately wronged with respect to if he was kicked out of polite society for trying to defend the natural biology of children, to becoming this loon in the woods, and he doesn't really, he used to have these really long streams of drinking or crushing White Claws, getting drunk, and there was this process of him sort of discovering a whole new world of conspiratorial thinking, that one of the primary ones being that we've never gone to the moon, the Earth is flat, and there's a call it a massive con game being played with respect to the world. And maybe for sure there's dark forces. I talk about them all the time, but are they galloping around on a flat Earth surrounded by an Antarctic ice wall? No, I don't think so. And I caught a clip of him the other day as he was begging. He was trying to raise a couple of $1 million. And I think he knows that he's going to get stung for the costs, or for pulling a frivolous lawsuit in California. That's what he's trying to raise the several million dollars for that he's got right now for Bertardia or whatever he calls it. And yeah, I enjoyed the Kev Baker show. It's nice to sort of build a rapport with someone when you get to know, and you can sort of play off each other. That show this morning was very good, very, very fun, and we'll keep doing them. And I've got some interesting people lined up, actually. Oh, I hope to, touch wood, and we will speak to Major Robert Spaulding, and he's an expert on Chinese affairs. Let me just pull up his bio. He has books to sell, but he's a I've spoken to him already, and he's a serious individual. But rather than me trying to give my opinion about what China has with respect to military capabilities, what they're doing with respect to subverting the United States, he's a world expert in this, and I'm really hoping that we'll be able to spend the time. So actually, if people have questions that they would like me to ask Robert, let me know, and I'm hoping it'll be a lively discussion. I wanna take up some contrary positions to him and ask his opinions about those. But particularly, what I want to get from the interview is what first is the things like the academic stealing, right? They're stealing intellectual property, and that's the case with Lieber, the Harvard chair of chemistry and nanotechnology, who was building the brain meshes, and just down the road from the Wuhan Institute. And I think there's enough of a story there to go looking at how these people were probably not conspiring, but looking at trying to generate this leap into the next phase of neuroscience studies, etc. And I think a lot of that comes to, we know that Liber Lab already uses viruses to give gain of functions to neurons to help in them connecting to recording electrodes, and these are the people that are being picked up by the Trump administration right now, and AMS. Yeah, I want to ask him about that. And these are just Kay in the chat. Nice to see you. Dave and Housatonic would like you. Yeah, I've spoke to Housatonic as well. I hope to. I told him anytime, anywhere. I'm prepared to speak to him. Does he believe in shape-shifting reptiles? Kev Baker. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Kev's pretty down to earth in that respect, but he has he built a good show, sort of looking into alternative theories, and he has a good following. And but I've always found him to be the utmost gentleman. He's funny, and we come from the same part of the world, so there's probably a sort of implicit understanding